There's a common misconception that once you reach your mid-60s, the best years of your life are behind you. But let me tell you something, science says otherwise. The truth is, your 60s, 70s, and beyond can be some of the most fulfilling years of your life if you're willing to make a few intentional lifestyle changes. And here's the exciting part. These changes aren't drastic or overwhelming. They're small, scientifically backed adjustments that can have a profound impact on your health, happiness, and overall quality of life. If you're watching this video, consider yourself ahead of the curve. You're taking steps to ensure your golden years are as vibrant and healthy as possible. Today, we're diving into 9 scientifically proven lifestyle changes you can make after 65 to live a healthier, happier life. These aren't just random tips. They're rooted in research and backed by experts who understand the unique needs of older adults. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to help you feel stronger, more energized, and more connected than ever before. Let's jump right in with the first change. Prioritize strength training to maintain muscle mass and independence. One of the most overlooked aspects of aging is the natural decline in muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. Starting in your 30s, you begin to lose about 3–8% of your muscle mass per decade, and this accelerates after age 60 if you don't take action. Why does this matter? Muscle isn't just for lifting heavy weights or looking fit, it's essential for everyday activities like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and even getting out of a chair. Losing muscle mass can lead to frailty, falls, and a loss of independence. The good news: strength training can reverse or slow down this process. Studies show that resistance exercises like lifting weights, using resistance bands, or doing bodyweight exercises can significantly improve muscle strength, balance, and mobility, even in your 70s and 80s. It's not about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about staying strong enough to enjoy your daily life without limitations. When I started incorporating strength training into my routine in my late 60s, I was amazed at how quickly I noticed improvements. Simple moves like squats, wall push-ups, and bicep curls made tasks like carrying laundry or bending down to tie my shoes easier than they'd been in years. If you're new to strength training, start with light weights or resistance bands and focus on proper form. Consider working with a trainer who specializes in senior fitness. They can design a program tailored to your abilities and goals. Now, let's move on to the second change. Adopt a Mediterranean-style diet to support heart health and longevity. When it comes to nutrition, the food choices you make after 65 play a crucial role in maintaining your energy levels, cognitive function, and overall well-being. One dietary pattern that consistently stands out in scientific studies is the Mediterranean diet. Rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins like fish and legumes, and healthy fats like olive oil and nuts, this eating style has been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. What makes the Mediterranean diet so effective? It emphasizes nutrient-dense foods that reduce inflammation, support brain health, and protect against chronic diseases. For example, omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines are known to improve heart health and cognitive function. Antioxidants in colorful fruits and vegetables combat oxidative stress, which contributes to aging and disease. And the healthy fats in olive oil and nuts promote cardiovascular health while keeping you feeling satisfied. Switching to a Mediterranean-style diet doesn't mean giving up all your favorite foods, it's about making smarter choices. Swap processed snacks for fresh fruit or nuts, choose whole grains over refined carbs, and include more plant-based meals in your rotation. If cooking feels overwhelming, consider trying meal delivery services that offer balanced, Mediterranean-inspired options. Over time, These small changes can add up to significant benefits for your body and mind. Now that we've covered strength training and nutrition, let's transition to our next lifestyle change. Because while building muscle and eating well are essential, there's another factor that plays a huge role in your overall health, and it's something many people overlook. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the third scientifically proven change you need to make after 65. All right, let's pick up where we left off. So far, we've talked about the importance of strength training and adopting a Mediterranean-style diet, two powerful lifestyle changes that lay the foundation for better physical health after 65. But now, let's dive into the third scientifically proven change: prioritize sleep to enhance recovery, memory, and emotional well-being. Sleep often takes a backseat in discussions about aging, but it's one of the most critical factors for maintaining your health and vitality as you grow older. Unfortunately, many people experience changes in their sleep patterns after 65, difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling refreshed. These disruptions aren't just annoying, they can have serious consequences for your physical and mental health. Here's why sleep is so important. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and strengthens your immune system. It's also when your brain processes information, consolidates memories, and clears out toxins that can contribute to cognitive decline. Studies show that poor sleep increases the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and depression, while also accelerating age-related memory loss. The good news is that improving your sleep doesn't require drastic measures. It's about creating habits and an environment that support restful nights. Start by establishing a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends, to regulate your internal clock. Create a calming bedtime routine by engaging in relaxing activities like reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle stretches. Avoid screens and stimulants like caffeine or alcohol in the hours leading up to bedtime, as they interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. Your sleep environment matters too. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows. If noise or light is an issue, consider using earplugs, blackout curtains, or a white noise machine to create a soothing atmosphere. If you're still struggling with sleep, despite making these adjustments, don't hesitate to consult a healthcare provider. Conditions like insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome may require medical attention, and addressing them can dramatically improve your rest and overall well-being. Remember, prioritizing sleep isn't selfish, it's essential for living your best life. Now, let's move on to the fourth lifestyle change. Stay socially connected to protect your mental and emotional health. Loneliness and social isolation are silent epidemics among older adults, and their effects on health are staggering. Research shows that chronic loneliness is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature death. In fact, some studies suggest that prolonged isolation can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The message is clear. Relationships are not just a nice-to-have, they're a necessity for thriving in your later years. When I reached my mid-60s, I realized how easy it was to let relationships slip. Friends moved away, family members got busy with their own lives, and I found myself spending more time alone. At first, I didn't think much of it, but over time, I noticed how lonely I felt. That's when I made a conscious decision to nurture my social circle. I started reaching out to old friends, inviting neighbors over for coffee, and joining groups based on my interests. One of the best decisions I made was signing up for a weekly walking group. Not only did it keep me physically active, but it also introduced me to a whole community of people who became close friends. The lesson here is simple. Don't wait for others to reach out to you, be the one to initiate. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, send a text to check in on a loved one, or invite someone to join you for lunch. Small gestures go a long way in strengthening bonds. Volunteering is another fantastic way to connect with others while giving back to your community. Whether it's mentoring young people, helping at a local food bank, or participating in charity events, volunteering gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Plus, it's a great way to meet like-minded individuals who share your values. And don't underestimate the power of technology when it comes to staying connected. Video calls, social media, and online forums make it easier than ever to bridge distances and maintain relationships. Seeing someone's face and hearing their voice can make all the difference, especially if you live far from family or friends. Now, we've covered sleep and social connections, but there's another lifestyle change that ties everything together. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the fifth scientifically proven habit you need to adopt after 65, and it's something that directly impacts your brain health and longevity. Let's talk about the fifth lifestyle change. Engage in lifelong learning to keep your brain sharp and adaptable. One of the most exciting discoveries in neuroscience is that the brain remains capable of growth and adaptation throughout life, a concept known as neuroplasticity. This means that no matter your age, you can continue to build new neural connections, improve cognitive function, and protect against age-related decline by engaging in mentally stimulating activities. People who thrive in their golden years often prioritize keeping their minds active through learning, problem-solving, and curiosity. When I reached my late 60s, I noticed moments where my memory wasn't as quick as it used to be. Names escaped me, I misplaced my keys more often, and I sometimes struggled to recall details from conversations. At first, I panicked, thinking it was an inevitable sign of aging. But then, I discovered something empowering. Engaging in mentally stimulating activities could actually strengthen my cognitive reserve, the brain's ability to adapt and function despite age-related changes. So, how do you keep your brain active? Start by challenging yourself to learn something new. Take up a hobby like painting, knitting, or playing an instrument. Try solving puzzles like crosswords, Sudoku, or jigsaw puzzles. Learn a new language using apps like Duolingo or Babbel. Even reading books outside your usual genre or exploring documentaries on topics you're curious about can stimulate your mind. Social interaction also plays a huge role in maintaining mental sharpness. Conversations force your brain to think critically, process information, and respond appropriately. Joining a book club, attending community events, or volunteering for causes you care about not only keeps your mind engaged, but also fosters meaningful connections. One practice that has been transformative for me is mindfulness. Mindfulness simply means being present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. You can practice mindfulness while washing dishes, taking a walk, or even sipping your morning coffee. The goal is to tune into the here and now, rather than getting lost in worries about the past or future. Studies show that mindfulness reduces stress, improves focus, and enhances overall well-being benefits that become increasingly valuable as we age. Now, let's transition to the sixth lifestyle change. Manage stress effectively to protect your body and mind. Chronic stress is a silent killer, and its effects become more pronounced as we age. Prolonged exposure to stress hormones like cortisol can weaken your immune system, raise blood pressure, disrupt sleep, and accelerate aging. Many older adults, including myself, spend decades ignoring the impact of stress until it manifests as illness, fatigue, or burnout. The key to managing stress is developing tools and strategies to cope with it in healthy ways. One of the simplest, yet most effective techniques I discovered is deep breathing. When you're feeling overwhelmed, taking slow, deliberate breaths activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your brain responsible for relaxation. Try this. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold it for 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for another 4. Repeat this cycle a few times whenever you feel tense. It sounds simple, but it works wonders for calming your mind and body. Mindfulness and meditation have also been game changers for me. Apps like Calm, Headspace, or Insight Timer offer guided meditations specifically designed to help you drift off peacefully. Physical activity plays a dual role here too. Not only does it strengthen your body, but it also releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and reduce stress. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga session, or dancing to your favorite song, moving your body is one of the best antidotes to tension and anxiety. Now, let's move on to the 7th lifestyle change. Stay hydrated to support your body's functions and energy levels. Dehydration is surprisingly common among older adults and can lead to fatigue, confusion, headaches, and other health issues. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, making it easier to overlook the need for water. Keeping a water bottle nearby and sipping throughout the day ensures your body stays properly fueled. Infusing water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint adds variety and makes hydration more enjoyable. Now, we've covered 6 crucial lifestyle changes, but there are still 3 more scientifically proven habits that will take your health and happiness to the next level. Stick around, because we're about to uncover the remaining secrets to thriving after 65. Part 4. Middle points continued 1,000-1,500 words. Let's dive into the 8th lifestyle change. Prioritize flexibility and balance to prevent falls and injuries. One of the most common fears among older adults is falling, and for good reason. Falls are a leading cause of injury and hospitalization in people over 65, often leading to fractures, loss of independence, or even life-threatening complications. The good news is that many falls can be prevented with targeted exercises and mindful habits that improve flexibility, balance, and coordination. When I reached my late 60s, I noticed how much harder it was to bend down to pick something up or step off a curb without feeling wobbly. At first, I brushed it off as just part of aging, but then I learned about the importance of balance training. Simple exercises like standing on one leg, practicing heel-to-toe walks, or doing gentle stretches can make a significant difference in your stability and confidence. Incorporating activities like yoga or Tai Chi into your routine not only improves flexibility, but also enhances body awareness and core strength, both of which are critical for preventing falls. Another key aspect of fall prevention is making your home safer. Remove tripping hazards like loose rugs, install grab bars in bathrooms, and ensure hallways and staircases are well lit. Investing in non-slip shoes and using assistive devices like walkers or canes, if needed, can also reduce your risk. Remember, maintaining balance isn't just about physical fitness, it's about creating an environment that supports your mobility and safety. Now, let's transition to the 9th and final lifestyle change. Find purpose to fuel your days and maintain emotional resilience. Purpose is the secret ingredient that keeps life meaningful at any age. When you retire or slow down from your career, it's easy to feel like you've lost your sense of direction. But here's the truth: purpose doesn't retire when you do. Finding meaning in your days keeps you engaged, motivated, and fulfilled. Whether it's through family, hobbies, volunteering, or spiritual practices, pursuing what brings you joy and a sense of contribution can transform your golden years. For example, I started mentoring young professionals in my field, after retiring, sharing the knowledge and experience I'd accumulated over decades. Not only did it give me a renewed sense of fulfillment, but it also reminded me that I still had value to offer the world. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing, it just has to matter to you. Maybe it's writing a memoir, starting a blog, teaching a skill you've mastered, or simply spending more time with your grandchildren. Whatever it is, pursue it with passion and intention. Studies show that having a sense of purpose is linked to better physical health, improved cognitive function, and greater overall happiness. Now that we've explored all 9 scientifically proven lifestyle changes, let's wrap things up with a few final thoughts. Because while these insights are powerful on their own, the real magic happens when you combine them into a cohesive plan for thriving after 65. As we bring this conversation to a close, I want to leave you with a powerful reminder. Thriving after 65 isn't about perfection, it's about progress. The 9 lifestyle changes we've explored today: strength training, adopting a Mediterranean diet, prioritizing sleep, staying socially connected, engaging in lifelong learning, managing stress, staying hydrated, improving balance, and finding purpose are not rigid rules, but guiding principles. They're tools to help you design a life that feels vibrant, meaningful, and uniquely yours. Let's recap these scientifically proven changes one more time, because each one plays a vital role in helping you live healthier and happier. 1. Prioritize strength training to maintain muscle mass and independence. 2. Adopt a Mediterranean-style diet to support heart health and longevity. 3. Prioritize sleep to enhance recovery, memory, and emotional well-being. 4. Stay socially connected to protect your mental and emotional health. 5. Engage in lifelong learning to keep your brain sharp and adaptable. 6. Manage stress effectively to protect your body and mind. 7. Stay hydrated to support your body's functions and energy levels. 8. Improve flexibility and balance to prevent falls and injuries. 9. Find purpose to fuel your days and maintain emotional resilience. Now, here's the most important question: what's your next step? Reflect on these 9 changes and ask yourself which one resonates with you the most right now. Is it committing to a daily walk? Trying a new recipe packed with colorful veggies? Setting a consistent bedtime? Or maybe it's reaching out to an old friend or exploring a passion project you've been putting off. Whatever it is, write it down. Make it specific, make it actionable, and give yourself permission to start small. One of the biggest lessons I've learned is that progress doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one area, just one, and build from there. For example, if movement feels like the most urgent priority, begin with a 10-minute walk each morning. Once that becomes a habit, layer in another change, like swapping processed snacks for fresh fruit. Over time, those small actions will compound into significant results. And remember, setbacks are part of the journey. Life is unpredictable, and there will be days when things don't go as planned. That's okay. What matters isn't perfection, it's consistency. It's showing up for yourself, even when it's hard, and trusting that every effort counts. Here's a personal story to illustrate this point. When I first started focusing on my health in my 60s, I felt overwhelmed by all the areas I thought I needed to improve. Instead of tackling everything at once, I broke it down into manageable steps. First, I committed to drinking more water throughout the day. Then, I added a short walk to my evening routine. Next, I swapped sugary desserts for fresh fruit. Each step felt achievable, and over time, those small actions transformed my habits and my life. The same principle applies to you. Identify one area where you want to grow, and take the first step today. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and be gentle with yourself when things don't go perfectly. Growth is a process, not a destination. Finally, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. Sharing these scientifically proven lifestyle changes isn't just about offering advice, it's about creating a community of people who are committed to living their best lives, no matter their age. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me and helps others discover this content too. If you know someone who might benefit from hearing these insights, share this video with them. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more tips and stories designed to help you live a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling life. Until next time, take care of yourself and remember, your golden years are meant to shine. You've got this.